You can contact the Voodoo Lounge and Fusion Cuisine on Facebook. Hello Ethan, how are you this week?
Hey, not too bad at all, Chris.
So it's been a week since we did the last video.
Yes, indeed.
So what sort of week have you had?
Well, I must admit, it's been an eventful one, yeah? Can't complain.
So how did last Sunday go, and how many bands did you have?
Well, last Sunday was actually very nice. A very, I would say, we had a very good outing, and I couldn't complain at all. And I would say we were, if I say we were blessed,
yes.
You know, with some amazing voices, and hopefully I would say this week will be a very similar vibe.
Yeah.
So and also the words going around, and I think that's what's really nice, is that people is hearing about the concept of Fusion Sundays at Voodoo Lounge, and I'll just keep my fingers crossed right now.
So what's happening during the next week?
Well, during the next week, again, I will continue doing the delivery and takeaway service, which is Monday to Sunday.
And how did that go last week?
Again, well,
but you took 2 days off because you were
exactly.
Ill anyway,
so, and not only that, the real sort of promotion and advertisement is actually being kicked in this week.
Right, okay.
So the flyers, the posters, and utilizing social networking sites and so forth.
Yeah.
And I would say, look out, I think there's a nice editorial in the Herald to come as well.
Oh, it's not been put in yet?
No,
because we recorded that last week.
Indeed.
Good.
So William Telford, I await. Thank you. And you know, I think whilst I'm saying that, again, Lee Duke, thank you very much. And you know, I think overall one of the amazing things I've learned is that whatever you do it well to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And also remember the individuals who actually are there for you.
Yes.
And you know, I would say the supporters and those who basically helps, because again, a wonderful friend of mine, Pete Dobbins, thank you, Pete. As I say, I wasn't feeling very well, and Pete rang me, questioned me as to what I'd planned for the day.
Yeah.
When I explained to him that I wasn't well, and basically was trying to get rid of him because I felt so poorly, really.
Yeah.
And he then questioned me, "What you doing?" So I says to him, "Well, look, I need to get into town to go to the pharmacy to pick up some cold flu, basically."
Yeah.
And he says, "Okay, wait for me." And he came, picked me up, dropped me off first at the post office. I then went and got the medicine, and he dropped me back home.
Yeah.
So I think, one, you know, I have some amazing people in my life, and I'm so blessed. I really feel blessed. My mother, my brothers, my sister,
yeah,
my children, and of course my lovely Gabriella.
Over in New York. Yeah.
So at this present moment, and I think the main aspect as well is that I'm of good health.
Yes.
And I think, you know, from where you've got good health, you can't really complain at all.
Yeah.
So I give thanks, and today I'm going to cook you something special, bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do today?
Well, I'm going to do you a some stewed chicken, but I'm going to for you pan-fried chicken in a coconut sauce.
So how's this takeaway service work?
Well, basically, it's online.
Yes.
So at this present moment, we're in discussion with Just Eats and Grubhub, two online takeaway services, and the whole concept is Monday to Sunday, you can pick up the phone, or you can go online and basically order from Fusion Cuisine's menu.
Yeah.
And
is that through the Voodoo Lounge?
Well, sorry?
Will it be an independent website or?
Yes, indeed. Because so the main aspect is Just Eats has their own website, so is Grubhub,
yes.
And then basically the client or the customer goes to the site and put their orders through,
yeah.
And I then receive the order through a PDQ machine,
uh-huh.
and so it's straight to me. and then basically I then just ring you and let you know that your food will be with you in XYZ amount of minutes. Yeah.
So they run the delivery service, do they?
Well, yes, in many regards, it's a collaboration between Just Eat, Grubhub, and myself.
Yeah.
So I give a menu, and I basically promise that the food will get to the customer within a certain period of time. And so again, the payment goes through Just Eat or Grubhub, and they then forward me the money at the end of the day or the end of the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
And of course, you can also walk into the Voodoo Lounge and order and take your bag away with you.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Really good.
Okay.
So what are we doing today and how's it going?
Okay. So basically, as I say, stewed chicken. Yeah, one of the Sunday, Caribbean sort of Sunday special. And here, I've already cooked it down basically, Chris. So I'm just gonna add just a few more ingredients just to give a mouth-watering, tantalizing vibe, yeah? And so here we go. Now let's turn up the heat on this. You can see breast of chicken, which has been browned, it's cooked, sauté, fried basically till it's nice and golden, and seasoned with the marinade, which is the onions, the garlic, the ginger, and the pimento. And I'll add a bit of Scotch bonnet for you, yeah? You don't mind that, do you?
I don't mind it at all. Thank you very much.
So, there's a small amount.
Okay.
And then...
So what's Scotch bonnet?
Well, Scotch bonnet...
For the naive sort of person I am.
Yeah, notice, joke. No, Scotch bonnet is one of the hottest chilies in the world.
Oh, right, I see, yeah.
As Caribbean, this is our favourite.
So you're trying to blow my head off?
Well,
at least I won't get
only slightly. Yeah, and the other aspect is really, I think... you're talking about flavors, and I think sometimes as people get spiciness and
I wonder why
confused.
I wonder why a hot chili. I wonder why a hot chili is called Scotch bonnet.
Well, these ones actually look like a Scottish bonnet.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
And you see, and this is the thing. So, how did the Scotch bonnet get its name? So I think it was named after someone Scottish.
Drunken session in Scotland, yeah.
Possibly,
with
yeah.
With
some
hot
whiskey,
chili.
yeah, some whiskey on the go. So as you can see, again, in its natural stock, yeah.
Oh, it smells great from here.
Exactly. So natural chicken stock, and I just add some, as you can see, coconut cream, yeah.
Nice.
And just allow that to dissolve. And so we're just going to bring that basically to the boil, and I can tell you that's actually really lovely. I can taste the yes, the Scotch bonnet is there.
Is it knocking your head off yet?
No, and I think this is the other, as I was saying, it's not about killing the person with the hotness of the, and you see, I wouldn't say the spiciness, the hotness of the chili. There's spices in there already, which is the paprika, the pimento or Jamaican allspice, some turmeric, and my own sort of generous mix of curry powder.
Yes.
And then, as I say, just fresh ginger, fresh garlic, fresh thyme, and Bob's your uncle. You like that, yeah? Bob's your uncle.
Haven't got an Uncle Bob.
Yes.
Had an Uncle George.
And as I say, it always helps to serve food on a very hot plate.
Yeah.
So, and then what I will do, as you can see, the plate's been in the oven, so I just need to give it just a little wipe. As you can see, yeah man, rice and gungo peas, yeah, gungo peas.
The pigeon, the pigeon peas.
It's funny because I think, again, I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people, when they use red kidney beans, and it's a bean, not a peas, but it is again one of the sort of alternative, in the Caribbean, but authentically it was usually the gunga peas or the pigeon peas that was used, and as you can see, here we have a cup of rice and peas. And all I need to do, I can see the rice and peas was freshly cooked, and it's just a matter now of just giving this plate a quick wipe with some sanitizer. You can see that the heat straight away.
This must be the healthiest way of eating ever. Sanitize on the plate before you eat.
Well, monsieur, as you can see straight away, what happened? The heat
Gives it a glaze as well.
Well, it's actually helped to clean and sanitize the plate, yeah.
Yes.
And the heat that's on there already has evaporated.
The alcohol in the
Yes,
detergent.
indeed. And it is food safe. So if I just get, and as you can see, Chris, basically I have everything prepared. So all I've got to do is, so this way you get a very fast and effective service, or efficient.
How long did it take you to get everything prepared in the morning?
Well, if I would say 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's 2.5, 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
And I think one, when you think about what you're doing, and again, due to experience, you can just do things safely, quickly, and easily.
Yeah.
So, as I say, stewed chicken. Sometimes I call this dish a la Carib because it has got a Caribbean flavor to it, and this is, again, I didn't want it to be too hot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I think it is nice to give people, again, variety as well, and also prove that Caribbean food is not all about cheese.
Well, last week's was fruity with a big kick at the end of it.
Well, yes, and again, you know, I think I like the idea. The Spanish always says that, yes, when using chili, that there should be a slight bite. You
Yes.
get me to the tongue, yeah. And this is what I'm doing. I'm just giving you just a wee flavor, just a flavor, a taste, and you can see deep fried plantain, yeah. And what I tend to do is so drop that on there. This way, I absorb any excess oil, so that when I put it on your plate, it's nice. You see?
Smashing colour.
Well, it is, yeah, man, nice and golden. You know, and one of the things, again, that I think it should be noted is that we're in the Caribbean. When we prepare our food, we like to see color.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like chicken. Most Caribbeans dislike to see the chicken looking pale because to them it's not cooked, which is a bit, well, I think when you are used to certain ways, then it's difficult sometimes to change. And as I say, Chris, breast of chicken
Makes it nice
on
and
the
quick.
bone.
Looks delicious.
Okay.
Another art form.
Indeed. And it's just, as you can see, onions, spring onions, tomatoes, mixed peppers. As I say, you'll be able to taste the garlic in there, the coconut milk, and it's actually a really nice marriage of ingredients and flavors. Okay. Those little bits is for me.
Cool.
Okay. And as you know, always like to
Bit of a dressing.
Yeah, man, I really believe that whatever you do, it should have an presentation should be there. You can see, just dry them off so that any excess liquid is removed, and then just to, oops, just like that. Again, just give it a bit of colour, yeah, and it's, or should I say contrast to the plate. And here we go. And you see now, you can just utilize it just there like that.
And there's the chef's as well, almost.
Okay, and there we go. Got nice spring onion flour there. So imagine steamed rice and peas, and you got a nice stewed chicken, fried plantain, What else can I say?
Looks tremendous.
Okay, you're going to taste it and then tell me what you think, sir.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. But you see, again, Chris, whatever, if I cook something, yeah, and I plate it up,
yeah,
if it doesn't look right, yeah, I'm not serving it. I think going back many years, I've learned that lesson, never to send something out.
But you're selling yourself with the products, aren't you?
Well, you are. And I think if it's not ready, don't serve it. Okay. Good afternoon, young man. Not too bad at all, thank you. Okay, and I shall rest you right here, sir.
Thank you very much, Ethan.
No problem at all.
Now I'll give you some more feedback.
All right,
Well,
so there you go. Pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure's mine. Enjoy, yeah?
Sort of kick that I had last week. It was a bit softer with a lingering flavour. Very tasty indeed.
So Ethan, that was a tremendous meal again, but it's a bit calmer than last week's.
Well, yes, indeed, and I think the whole idea again is giving every customer something different, rather than every dish being, filled with spiciness or with chili. You have something that is a bit more versatile, and I would say to fit, and I say tantalize your taste buds.
What's your name?
I'm byJason Perless.
And how long have you been gigging?
I've been gigging around Plymouth for about 7 years, here and there, but I've been doing music for about 14.
And what sort of music do you play?
I do a mixture of all old-fashioned music from the 60s right the way through to modern tracks. Very acoustic based, really like to keep it chilled, and, but it's got a little bit of a rocky edge. I like to add my own little textures to it.
Do you write your own music as well?
I do write my own music. I should be writing a lot more at the moment, but to be honest, I've sidetracked it for learning some more old school tracks because they're more popular in Plymouth, I find. Most people are looking for covers in the Plymouth area, but I do add as many of my own tracks as I can. I will be playing a few this evening as well, so it should be good.
And are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, yeah, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. SoundCloud, yeah, I've got Reverb Nation as well. That's another good site which I recommend to people. It's similar to YouTube, but it is very musician based. It's quite good.
Yeah, and how can people find you?
They can always contact me. Just get a hold of me on Facebook. I don't mind adding new friends.
What's your name on Facebook? What's your Facebook tag?
It's byJason Perless.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No worries.
Was that Fearless or?
Perless. P-E-R-L-E-S-S.
Okay, thank you.
Has no peers. Fantastic musicians. I'm not one of them. I'm warming up for those beautiful people. We've got Tom Baker, I believe, Ashley Seddon. We've even got the old session guitarist for Dire Straits coming in later on, so that's going to be absolutely awesome. Sound cheesy when I'm talking on mic. Bit of Johnny Cash. Oh, I hear that train coming, it's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know where. I'm stuck in for some prison, and time keeps dragging. But that train, it keeps on rolling on down to Summerfield. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blow, I hate my head, babe.
He's not happy with that.
rich for king in a fancy dining car. They're partly drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. But I knew I had it coming. I know I can be free. But those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. But if they free me from this prison, if the railroad train was mine, I bet I'm moving on further down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I've let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Liquid refreshment. They sell it behind the bar, it's absolutely amazing. It's called Alcohol, get involved. I'm going to attempt a song that I don't normally do. It's by a band called Elbow, and I think they're wicked, to be fair. The guy's just got a beautiful voice. Mondays we'll be drinking to the seldom seen kid. I've been working on a cocktail called Grounds for Divorce. Ooh, 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 ooh. Polishing a compass that I hold in my sleeve. Ooh, doubt comes in sticks and then it kicks like a horse. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's a Chinese cigarette case and the rest you can keep, and the rest you can keep, and the rest you can keep. There's a hole in my neighborhood down which I'll lead. I cannot help but fall. There's a hole in my neighborhood down which I'll lead. I cannot help but fall. Is no drinking to the seldom sinking. There's a whispering of jokers doing flesh by the pound. Ooh, 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 ooh. To a chorus of supposes from a little town whores. Ooh, 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 ooh. They'll be twisted karaoke at the Tennessee lounge. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'll bring your flower roses, but it does you no good. No, it does you no good. No, it does you no good. There's a hole in my neighborhood down which I'll lead. I cannot help but fall. There's a hole in my neighborhood down which I'll lead. I cannot help but fall. There's a hole in my neighborhood I'll lead and cannot help but fall. Sundays is for drinking to the seldom sinking. So not used to playing chilled out stuff. Still not working this one out yet. We'll do a couple of my own this evening, I think. So let's see how that goes. This one's called Feeling Good. Feeling good within this life, chasing dreams and living in wonder. A mystery I must unfold. Still feeling like running in circles within this place. My memories and all of my desires and passion, I'm breaking through my boundaries. Still feeling like running in circles. Still it feels like these open arms ain't good enough for you. Still it feels like these open arms ain't good. Though it's in front of me, regrets I have, I try to leave behind. My wasted youth, each broken bone, each scar I have, each love I've left behind. Still it feels like these open arms ain't good enough for you. Still it feels like these open arms and your within wisdom lies discovery. Within my heart, there's more to realize. My wasted youth, each broken bone, each scar I have, each love I've left behind. Still it feels like these open arms ain't good enough for you. Still it feels like these open arms ain't okay. Still it feels like these open arms ain't good enough for you. Still it feels like these open arms ain't okay. Stick musicians, I'm not one of them. I'm warming up for those beautiful people. We've got Tom Baker, I believe, Ashley Seddon. We've even got the old session guitarist for Dire Straits coming in later on, so that's going to be absolutely awesome.